Many people have been chiming in recently in that conversation about what is the best all-time starting five, right? We've had Victor Wembanyama recently give out his all-time starting five, James Harden as well, Steph recently, a whole bunch. And so I want to have fun with that today in 2K, and I want to experiment through simulations to figure out what indeed is the best all-time starting five. Now, my all-time starting five is Bron, Michael, Shaq, Steph Curry, and KD. Right, for top to bottom, like that's a beastie stack lineup. And I had trouble with including Steph and KD in there. I kind of wanted to put in Kobe and Magic, but I think Steph, you need a sniper like Steph along with KD as well too. And KD is just a different beast. He's a different animal. So you can't leave that guy out. He's just different. You feel me? And so this is one of the teams that we'll be looking at today. And basically how we're going to go about it is in a tournament form, right? We're going to have these all-time starting five lineups matched up against each other in the playoffs and see which team ends up being the last team standing. All right, so my all-time starting lineup will be playing as the Miami Heat. Come on, man. Y'all know why. Now, team 2 will be Michael Jordan, Joel Embiid, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, and KD. And they'll be playing as the 76ers. Team 3 has Kareem, Bron, Luka, Larry Bird, and Karl Malone. And they'll be playing as the Milwaukee Bucks. Team 4 has Michael Jordan, Bron, Bill Russell, KG, and Giannis. And they'll be playing as the Chicago Bulls. Team 5 has Steph Curry, Jason Tatum, Damian Lillard, Julius Erving, and Kareem, and they'll be playing as the Boston Celtics. Team 6 has Chris Paul, Oscar Robertson, Alonzo Mourning, Kawhi Leonard, and Elgin Baylor, and they'll be playing as the Los Angeles Clippers. Team 7 has a lineup of Gary Payton, Shaq, John Stockton, Jimmy Butler, and Carmelo Anthony, and they'll be playing as the Utah Jazz. Team 8 has Walt Frazier, Magic Johnson, Kevin McHale, Dominique Wilkins, and Patrick Ewing, and they'll be playing as the New York Knicks. Team 9 has Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, T-Mac, Paul George, and Pau Gasol, and they'll be playing as the Los Angeles Lakers. Team 10 has Jason Kidd, Allen Iverson, Wilt Chamberlain, Kawhi Leonard, and Zion Williamson, and they'll be playing as the Brooklyn Nets. Team 11 has Michael Jordan, Jokic, Jerry West, Scottie Pippen, and Kobe Bryant, and they'll be playing as the Denver Nuggets. Team 12 has Isaiah Thomas, Kyrie Irving, Dirk Nowitzki, Paul Pierce, and David Robinson, and they'll be playing as the Detroit Pistons. Team 13 has Hakeem Olajuwon, Dirk Nowitzki, KD, Steph Curry, and D Wade, and they'll be playing as the Houston Rockets. Team 14 has Steve Nash, Derrick Rose, Tim Duncan, Anthony Davis, and Scottie Pippen, and they'll be playing as the Phoenix Suns. Team 15 has Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jerry West, Shaq, Vince Carter, and Kevin Garnett, and they'll be playing as the Oklahoma City Thunder. In the final all-time starting lineup that will be involved has Michael Jordan, Kobe, Tim Duncan, Shaq, and Magic Johnson, and they'll be playing as the Golden State Warriors. Comment down below right now which team you think is going to make it all the way, which roster you think is the best all-time starting five. Comment that down below. So now take a look here quickly. I wanted to have this inputted in the playoffs game mode because it automatically puts you in the 8x8 playoff bracket, but the issue there was that I was not able to implement a custom roster for that game mode, so that left me with no choice but to do it through the My NBA game mode. Alright, so here we go. After simulating through the season, this is what the standings result in. Which roster would you have expected to finish at the top of each conference, and does that correlate with what we have right now? Needless to say, I'm kind of shocked. I can't lie, I'm type shocked, but we about to get straight to it, man. No time to waste. We're gonna get straight to it. I'm rocking with my team. I'm rocking with the Heat, you feel me, with the all-time starting lineup that I'll put together. But again, comment down below what are your predictions. Which team, which lineup do you think is gonna be the last team standing? Comment that down below. All right, but we're gonna get straight to it, man. No time to waste. These series are gonna be just like the A, right? They're best of 7, and as always, if we get a series getting pushed to game 6, game 7, we'll simcast it, and then from there, if it's a good game, we'll jump in. I expect a lot of these series to go down to 6 to 7 games. I don't expect any sweeps, but let's get straight to it, man. Let's get straight to it. Let's go. All right, so you see the game ones all around. You see how it goes. You got Houston, Clippers, Lakers, Denver, New York, Milwaukee, Brooklyn, and Miami. Let's go. All up 1 game to nothing. Let's go ahead, simulate through game 2s. All right, so we got 2-0 lead straight through the Western Conference. On the right side, we only got 1-2-0 lead, and that's with the Milwaukee and Boston series. All right, after game 3s, every series is 2-1 except for the Houston OKC series. Houston is actually about to catch a sweep. And let's quickly just remind you guys who's on that Houston lineup. Again, you got Hakeem, D Wade, Dirk, KD, and Steph. And they're about to pull off the sweep on the OKC lineup. All right, let's go ahead. Let's continue. Let's simulate through game 4s. All right, we got got a couple series tied up, 2 apiece, and the Thunder have been eliminated. So you got that Houston Rockets lineup going on to the second round, eliminating the Oklahoma City Thunder lineup. All right, we're gonna go ahead and simulate through some game 5s right now. Let's see who gets eliminated. The Phoenix Suns lineup has been eliminated. The New York Knicks lineup has been eliminated as well. So you got the Philadelphia lineup advancing and the Lakers lineup advanced. All right, so it's time for the game 6s. We have 5 game 6s. We could potentially get 5 game 7s. That's crazy. Let's see what happens, man. Let's go. All right, so far we got 2 game 7s right there. You see it in the Brooklyn and Detroit series, in the Milwaukee and Boston series. You gotta simulate this game 6 right here. The Heat go ahead. That's my lineup right there. Go ahead and advance and on to the second round. We got a game 7 here lined up with the Clippers and Golden State Warriors. So Jazz have been eliminated. The Nuggets lineup moves on to the second round and match up against the Los Angeles Lakers. All right, so we have 3 game 7s on our hand. I'm gonna see how we can do this in a way that we can simcast through each of them. All right, so we're gonna start off with the Detroit and Brooklyn matchup. Just to quickly refresh you guys of those lineups. You have on the Brooklyn Nets Jason Kidd, Allen Iverson, Will Chamberlain, Kawhi Leonard, and Zion Williamson. And for the Detroit Pistons, you have Isaiah Thomas, Kyrie Irving, Dirk Nowitzki, Paul Pierce, and David Robinson. Now, between these 2 lineups, I'm gonna have to give the edge to the Brooklyn Nets lineup. I'm gonna predict that they move forward. All right, so now between these 2 lineups, we getting straight to it, man. I think Brooklyn Nets is gonna move forward. You feel me? They got Will Chamberlain, Zion Williamson, and Kawhi. That's a huge front court right there, and that's some great defense as well. You know, and you got AI and J Kidd. Like, that's a tough lineup right there. As you can see, it's going back and forth. No team is running away with it. You see Brooklyn kind of getting the edge right there, but Detroit is not letting the game escape them, and they actually get the lead right now, as you can see. And it looks like they're running away with the lead. They might actually come out victorious, because I don't know what's going on in Brooklyn, but it looks like they're kind of hitting a wall right now. They're keeping the game close within striking distance, but you see the score, man, 116 to 109. They kind of pulling away. We'll see what happens. Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and win this game. They're gonna go ahead and win this game by double digits, by 13, and they proved me wrong. I was wrong. 130 to 117 is the final score. That lineup is out of the contest just like that. We got a game 7 right here in the Milwaukee Boston's matchup. Again, the Bucks lineup has Kareem, LeBron, Larry Bird, Karl Malone, and Luka Doncic. And on the other side, in the Celtics jerseys, you have Steph, Jason Tatum, Damian Lillard, Julius Erving, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So this is a tough one. I can't lie, it's a tough one, because you have Kareem on both sides, right? So that's automatically canceled out. You have Kareem on both sides. You got Braun in the Milwaukee team, and you got Luka. But then you have some offensive weapons on the other end with Julius Erving, Dame, Jason Tatum. So you got some crazy pieces over there too. So far, it's not looking too good for Boston. I couldn't make a prediction with this one. It was tough, but 2K is not having a tough time choosing who they think is the better team between these two. And they're going Milwaukee. Milwaukee is beating them easily through the first 2 quarters, through the first 3 quarters, the entire game, essentially. Like, this is a blowout victory, and it's been a blowout victory since the second quarter started. This one is going to get chalked up to the Milwaukee Bucks. The Boston Celtics, good run, but they're going to come up short. Jason Tatum in the all-time lineup along with Dame, they come up short. They're not there just yet against these heavy hitters. You feel me? Now, over here, we have our final game 7 between the Clippers lineup and the Warriors lineup. Let's go ahead and recollect who were on those rosters. Again, on the Clippers lineup, you have Chris Paul, the Big O, you got Alonzo, Kawhi, and Elgin Baylor. And the Warriors side, you have Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Shaq, and Magic Johnson. I think this is one of the toughest lineups that we currently have in this tournament, so I'm going to go with the Warriors. I got the Warriors for this one. Yeah, I got the Warriors. I don't think the Clippers is going to rock with them, and as you can see, the Warriors getting off to a tough start. Oh no, the Clippers get right back into it though. Hopefully we can get a good game so we could jump in. We haven't jumped into any game so far. Yeah, the Warriors, they smoking them though. They smoking them in the second quarter, getting out with a huge lead. Clippers doing what they can to kind of rally back into it, but the Warriors doing what they can to continuously extend and hold off that huge lead they have. They're about to be up by 30. That's a monster lineup. That can arguably be the best lineup all time, right? Like, I can honestly speak out of my bias and say that that lineup can arguably be the greatest lineup ever. Wow, so I didn't expect this. We actually got a close game. They rallied back into it. They're down by 6. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. 135 to 129 is the score. Let's go ahead and jump in, man. Magic Johnson at the line with 1:16 seconds left. You see the lineups that's in right now. They actually have Clay and Jordan Poole, because obviously I wasn't able to gut out the entire roster, and I'm not about to dissect and put in, you know, like the full 15-man roster. You know, we're trying to focus on the starting 5. So that was the focus. And, you know, they have their whatever the team is, they have their original lineup there for backup. So, oh, that's a good find. MJ to MJ right there. You feel me? But it's Michael the Magic. And that was some magic right there to put him up 9. 50 seconds is left on the shot clock. You got CP3 with Paul George. He's trying to post up MJ. He's wilding. You got Kawhi there. What's Kawhi going to do with Kobe Bean Bryant with the fro on him? He's getting the screen from Alonzo. He's trying to come off that. Oh, good find. Oh, my God. That was a good find. I thought he was going to go up with it. This would be fire to see in real life. You feel me? If we could be able to just wind back the clock, have everybody in their prime, this would be so fire. Like, the NBA would be insane. So they cut it down to 7, but this game is looking over. If we get this basket right here, I said we, like if I'm rooting for the Warriors. I mean, I did select them, but if they get that basket right here, it's over. Yes, sir. So we're going to go ahead and finish the rest on Simcast. All right, so the Warriors go ahead and move on. We are down to the final 8 teams. You feel me? The Elite 8 right here. You're going to get straight to it, man. There's nothing else to say. Let's go ahead. Simulating through game 1. You got Philly, Miami, Denver, and Golden State all leading a series. Go ahead, simulate through the game 2. Series tied in the Philly-Milwaukee series. Well, every series except for the Miami-Detroit series. All right, let's go ahead and get to game 3. You see my team right there, y'all. You see them up 3-0. Y'all see my team going crazy, you feel me? 2-1 is every other series with Philly, Golden State, and Denver leading the way. Game 4, do we get a sweep? Nah, Detroit gets one. Series tied between Philly and Milwaukee, and then Golden State and Denver are in a position to advance. Game 5, let's see what happens. The Lakers are eliminated, and the Rockets lineup was eliminated. So you have your matchup right there between Denver and Golden State before they have a chance to get into the finals. Detroit forces a game 6 after being down 3-0. So we got 2 game 6s here in the East. Let's see what happens. Detroit has been eliminated and the Sixers have been eliminated. You have your final 4 right here between Milwaukee and Miami, Denver and Golden State. My predictions for the final is going to be the Golden State lineup versus the Miami lineup. Come on, man. I know what I do, man. Y'all know what I do. All right, let's get straight to it, man. Game 1 goes to Milwaukee. All right. Oh, baby, I don't know what I do. Game 1 on the other end goes to Golden State. Game 2 goes to Miami. Game 2 here goes to Golden State. They're up 2-0. Okay, hats off. Game 3 goes to Milwaukee. Sheesh. Game 3 goes to Golden State. They're looking like they're about to sweep that Denver Nuggets lineup. Remember, that Nuggets lineup has Jokic, Jordan, Scottie, Kobe, and Jerry West. So a decent, underrated lineup. Let's go ahead with Game 4. We tie up this series. Let's go. Does Golden State pull off the sweep? Yes, they do. They're comfortably in the finals, waiting a matchup against, it better be the Miami Heat. Come on, man. Let's go. This all line up. Let's go. We get that 3-2 lead, man. Let's seal it off right here. No game 7s. Damn, we got a game 7 in our books. We're going to do the Simcast, man. You already know the drill. And this one is a tough one because you got bronze on both sides of the lineup. You got Shaq and Kareem. Then you got Michael, KD as well. You feel me? And then I got Steph. So it's a tough lineup. On the other side, you got Luka, Larry, and Karl Malone, I believe, right? So you got a decent lineup, but I don't think it's rocking against us. And you can see it right here. We up by 20 plus. Come on. It's a monster lineup. It fits the logo. You feel me? That's all I got to say. Like Steph, Michael, Bron, KD, and Shaq. Like, come on, y'all. Like, that's not even like, that don't even make sense. That should be everybody's all-time starting 5 if you really trying to like demolish the league. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the snipers and Steph and KD. They don't even need to handle the ball, right? You got Bron who could really facilitate. Then you got Jordan who could take over. And then you got Shaq who's just pure dominance in the paint. Look at the score, y'all. Look at the score. I don't even have to state the score. Almost won by 40. Come on, y'all. Like, let's really talk about it. It's a beastie lineup. Your Western Conference Finals MVP, TD, and then you got Bron James on the other end. You know what I'm saying? Here it is. My prediction is here. Golden State Warriors lineup versus the Miami Heat lineup. Let's give y'all a reminder one last time as we get this final matchup. You got the Heat lineup, my lineup with Bron James, Michael Jordan, Shaq, KD, and Steph matched up against the Warriors lineup that contains Michael Jordan, Kobe, Tim Duncan, Shaq, Magic Johnson. Again, that's a beastie starting 5 too. I don't want to take away any credit from that lineup, right? But there's some slight differences there in terms of Bron and Magic, who kind of, you know, mirror the same type of style style, same type of play styles. And then you have Kobe and Steph, right? And then you got KD and TD, right? Like, it's tough. I just feel like the reason why I didn't include Kobe, because like I mentioned earlier, Kobe was one that I wanted to put in my lineup, Kobe and Magic. I just felt like KD is a better offensive threat to have with a playmaker like Bron instead of a Tim Duncan, right? Like, a better player that would complement LeBron James would be a Kevin Durant, and same thing goes for Steph Curry compared to having Kobe. I wouldn't want to have Kobe and Michael on there together because they're basically the same player. One's just better than the other. Like, let's be real about it, you feel me? Kobe is basically a B-grade version of Michael Jordan. Like, it's real, you feel me? But let's get to it, man. Comment down below who y'all got winning this matchup. Which all-time starting five will be crowned the greatest all-time starting five ever? Let's go ahead and settle this right now, right here. Let's go. Game 1 goes to the Miami Heat, my lineup. Game 2 goes to the Miami Heat. Let's go. Game 3 goes to the Heat. Let's go. It's not even fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. Game 4, that's it, y'all. We ain't even had to jump in. No simcast. No nothing, y'all. You see it right there. It's been settled. The debate is over. See, what makes this team so dominant to me is just the simple fact that everything meshes well. I think the chemistry would be amazing. It'd be phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? To have a big like Shaq playing with Bron. Imagine that in a pick and roll situation. Same thing goes for Michael Jordan. A pick and roll with Shaq. You get what I'm saying? A nice running mate to have with LeBron James. And then you got snipers on both sides of the court in KD and Steph who can also create for themselves and others if need be. But they are perfectly fine without the ball. That's a perfect lineup for me, alright? And that's why that's my all-time starting five. And that's why you see 2K choosing them to be the greatest all-time starting five as they win this tournament. But comment down below, let me know how y'all felt about it, man. Do y'all agree with this outcome? Do y'all feel different about this outcome? If any, what other starting lineup would you think would be better than these final two all-time starting lineups that faced off for basically this championship trophy, alright? Comment that down below. But other than that though, I had a good time. This was a fun one, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it as well. And if y'all did, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. That helps us out tremendously with the success of the channel and bringing better content to you all. But as always, man, I'ma holla at y'all on the next one. Y'all be easy until then, alright? Love.